few seconds, we will have a contact with Chicago, where Bruce Mao is, and this will explain the beginning of what will happen this evening. So there will be a sort of 10 minutes explanation, then we will have the film, the plan, and then we will have a discussion about 20 minutes all together.
Emilio is the founder of the Guatemala movement and the director of the Culture of Life Foundation. When you meet Emilio Mendez, he is the personification of life itself. And I'd like to say welcome, Emilio, and welcome, Antigua, to the first Global Design Seminar. I'm thrilled and honored to introduce my partner, my husband, and the co-founder of the Math to Change Network. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Mao.
Thank you, Bisi. In our research, we discovered that less than 1% of our global family has had access to higher education. We've done all this, we've created all this by educating less than 1%. We've produced the greatest period of wealth and freedom the world has ever seen, with less than 1%. From Australia to Aurora, live in Chicago, it's David Osterberg.
That was quite an introduction. Hi, stoked to be here, as you say, in America. Short background to this film is more than 10 years ago we started doing research for another project, a big film and TV series called The Planet, where we looked at.
We'll have a short conversation here, and then we will go live with the 10 sites one at a time.
For me, I come from Canada, and we did not have that kind of education as children. So I think that kind of thing might be one way of getting beyond the immediate audiences that we're normally talking to.
And you don't have to do nothing in your life. You just keep money in a safe place and give it to people who know where to invest it. That's so simple.
Send it all to you, and I guess we can hand it over to the next location.
Wow, great, thanks. Yeah, it really is the story about courage, that one, I think. And it's a lot of courage happening now in northern part of Africa as well.
Here in Geneva, there are many people who are very active for the environment. But the one critique is we're not active enough together. How do we communicate together? And I think the plan is bringing that really very much what people would like, how the individual can feel there are other people there. It's encouraging. Thank you for the film. And also one thing we've suggested is how do we get our local newspaper to accept a page that could be about design, the environment and change. And so we can explain to people who don't understand, and that this movement could become much more shared and much bigger, and linking up with you, for example. Thank you, Bruce, and thank you, David, and all of you, because this is a beginning, and there is certainly a thirst for what you have thought about. And in Geneva we have a lot of people active in these really doing good things, but not everybody knows, and probably the things could be better if we came together.
Understanding that people need to have psychological stability in order to embrace possibility is a real key.
So I was really very glad to watch this film. It was really very interesting and exciting, and I feel like after having watched this film, I feel like we really have to concentrate, we have to do something, we have to really to give the action.
I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was very informative in terms of the actions that need to happen on a global scale.
Well, it was an amazing and very passionate film. Very awareness raising. It was great to hear Bruce Mao speak. I think he's very inspiring.
If you had one idea or one action in your personal life to change the world, what would it be?
Well, now immediately I was thinking about setting up a cycling club at my workplace and trying to figure out who has approximately the same direction so that people can actually cycle together in the morning.
I'm thinking that I'm going to go back to my students and ask them to design mobility and thrill in a new form.